a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no off, you better call back up. I'm running it down to finish, I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big, better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it and did it again, but the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it, I know you sad about it. Know you sad. Left hand on the wheel, I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need anymore for?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much. As he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, 57, come on. Let's get the ball.
Here we go, going to 54, line in. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54, line in.
First down, Prescott. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott being chased out left. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Kill. Let's go 47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Cooper was the target there.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Carson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings,
looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Run for Pollard. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go. 57. Yeah.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive with Lynch. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Throwing is Wilson. He's got Lockett. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the 19.
1st and 10. It's Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That's fielded in the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It's your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Check 13. Check 13.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Prescott to throw it. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He finds his man. It's Austin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go, 46, 46. Go, get out there, get out there.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Echo.
47.
Watch out.
26.
And again, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Prescott yet again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, but it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield. That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there. And he got into the end zone. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Robert Quinn, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Wilson. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles. Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 10th carry now for Elliott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jared Reed in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Prescott now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's back to throw. Complete to Jason Witten. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Here we go.
Now Prescott. That's going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
You got 2 shots. He took you to school.
Forbath to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Come on, fellas.
Tonight's final score, Cowboys.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line.
There we go. Sliding.
57. Check.
There we go. Kill.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Ready? 95.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run it with Carson. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
54 Mike. Check. Alert.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defender's there, receiver's there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 70 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And his kick is absolutely perfect. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Sack City, baby.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
14.
Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. And he's got That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 43 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On third down, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson steps away to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 29 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw is Prescott. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. 25 yards that time. The first down carry by Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and third. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's third and long. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run to Marshawn Lynch. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this will be caught at the 30. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run again with Carson. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to have the 1st down. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, here we go. 1, 8, 7. Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun, eluding the pressure right. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
They can't stop the franchise.
A big loss on the play brings up
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
3rd down.
Green 80.
Let's go, G. Switch.
No task.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tavon Austin. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Prescott from the gun on third. Being chased out left. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3 and out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On second down, Pollard trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Elliott. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Forbath will put this one through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Now Wilson on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Jam.
Check.
A second down carry for Procise. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
The tackle made by Robert Quinn brings up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Slow.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Cooper was the intended target. After the interception, here's Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On second down now, it's Carson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin first and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. On second down, it's Elliott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big run that time by Elliott. 49 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Antoine Woods. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson now, throwing on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 0-0-0.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, 27 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Bennett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.